Here we go, we are live. So guys, I'm just popping in briefly to explain the technicalities of taking client payments. And I know the light's bad and I apologise for that. But it's really important to, I haven't sorted out my background or anything, I just thought I'd jump on. You can see my babies in the background. And our champagne bottles. We kind of used to collect champagne bottles. And enjoy drinking them, and we'll do it again one day. So client payments, first things first, you have to have a way to take client payments over the phone. If you don't, you are basically letting money walk out the door. If I was working with someone, I don't want to go in my online banking system and do a bank transfer. I want to just say, here's my card, take my payment. And your clients are going to be the same. Not all of them. Some of them might like to do that. And yes, you're going to save a little bit of money because any payment system is going to take a little bit of a commission, or it's going to cost you money to set up. But it's really like you need to make your client's life as easy as possible. And if you give them that good experience from the get-go, the sun is actually out, so it's really hard for you to see my face. I apologise. If you give them that really good experience from the get-go, they're going to want to, they're going to be impressed, and they're not going to be irritated or frustrated. You know, I know it's really difficult. If you have any technical issues, it just doesn't flow. The relationship doesn't flow as well as it could be. Even though you've got a great relationship, you've built that relationship with the client. Now you've sold to them. Don't let a payment issue get in the way of delivering to that client and that client becoming an absolute customer. So first things first, you need a way of taking payments over the phone. Now, I used to have a PayPal card reader. I actually lost it at my event 2 weeks ago, but lucky enough at that event, I found out about the Stripe app where you don't need a payment card reader for. You literally just download the app. So it's this one here. Obviously, can you see it? That one there. So you need to have a Stripe account for this, but Stripe is in some ways better than PayPal because the commissions are lower. However, PayPal is so easy to set up, staggered payments. You can do all that in Stripe as well. It's not difficult, but for someone with limited technical ability like me, I found it difficult at first. So if I'm on the phone with someone, I want to set it up instantly, staggered payments, I'll often use PayPal. Just because it's easier. You need a business PayPal account, but it's dead easy to do. And there probably is an app now for PayPal where maybe you don't need a card reader, but I haven't found that yet. I'm sorry, maybe I should have done a bit more homework before this. I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible. So Stripe with the Stripe app is great. There's also Go Cardless, which I believe charge a one-off fee to join, but don't charge you commission every time you sign up to it. So, I think they're your three options. Yes, you can do WorldPay. Yes, you can. There's others out there, but unless you want to kind of like play around and see what works best for you and have payments coming in multiple ways, then I would just pick one and go with it. So I'm not going to use Go Cardless because I don't want it to complicate things and have even more stuff coming in. Maybe I'll change that in the future. At the moment, I'm loving the Stripe app because it's so easy and quick, and it seems to work way better than PayPal ever did. The PayPal card reader never seemed to, occasionally it didn't work for me, which is frustrating. You have to re-enter all the details. Whilst your client is giving you the details, don't forget to write them down because it's much better to do that. If it doesn't go through, you can just input the details again rather than having to ask them for it again. You can set up the staggered payments. I would do all of this rather than saying, please pay me in my bank account, then please set up a direct debit or a standing order. Again, this is work for the client, and it's very easy for them to forget, legitimately and honestly just forget to do it or not get round to do it, and then you're instantly chasing them for payment. That's not a good vibe to have. Ideally, you shouldn't want to have to, payment should be done completely separately and then you don't have to talk about it again. It's horrible when you've got to have that conversation at the end of a coaching session to say, we've got an issue about payment, blah, 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 because then it might be, well, I can't actually afford to pay you this month. And all of that should have been kind of like put out of the way and done. Now, especially if you're having staggered payments, you need an agreement. you need to make it abundantly clear to them that those payments are for that they're payable. It's not that they're paying as they go, it's that they are just having a staggered payment agreement to allow them to pay over the period of the time that you're coaching with them. It's not a way where they can try it and see and make the decision month by month by month. You need to make that really clear to them. And the easiest way of doing that is just to come up with some wording in a simple agreement. If you're really stuck on an agreement to send, email me or PM me and I can send you an example. And I would get that electronically signed. You can get a free account. I think it's free. I know there are free ones out there. I use eSign Genie. You can also use EchoSign. Again, technically, I didn't find it that user-friendly, and things have to be user-friendly for me. So, you know, if anyone ever has a worry about I can't have an online business because I'm not technical, yes, you absolutely can, because I used to be the worst technical person I ever knew. And I'm not anymore because I've got my head around it. But I still need things to be really user-friendly and really easy and simple. So that's what I do with, that's what I try and make it for myself and for my clients. So I hope that helps. Let me just check if anyone's on, because I've got this on my page and in the group. I've got someone here, I don't know who you are, but if there's any questions, put your questions in the comments, tag me, and then I'll see the question and I will respond to it. And clients, you know, you can always raise this kind of thing on a call. And if you are a client of mine and you're watching this, how to set up your PayPal business account and how to set up staggered payments is a module in the processes and systems section of the Wealthy Entrepreneur Academy. Hope that's clear. If not, then obviously just let me know. Thank you, everyone. I will leave you and have the sun on my face. I hope you're all safe and warm and the snow is not proving to be too difficult, as it is slightly around here where we live. But yeah, have an awesome time and get those payments coming in. Lots of love to you. Bye-bye.